It's me, Pokemon Master Jamie. I'm starting today with a new creepypasta that had just came out a few months ago that nobody has found out yet. Probably sure some people probably found out. There's only like 6 comments. If you need to check it out, the link for it will be down below. It's http /creepypasta.wiki.com/wiki/glitchy gengar. So let's start. So I had this Pokemon Crystal card for years. We got it brand new, or at least it appeared to be, for my 13th birthday. A few months ago, after it came out, I cherished it. That is until Emerald came out. Then I forgot it for a while. Then Heart and Gold and Soul Silver came out, and I was stuck with a huge wave of nostalgia. I had to dig out my crystal and play it again. I did, and cleaned it up and started it up. Call me stupid, but I got so excited that a tear or two came to my eye. I was instantly bored when I looked at my old team, though. I was one of those noobs that just used Pokemon that looked cool to me or I found cute. Houndoom, Charmander, Squirtle, Meowth, Raichu, and Dragonite. And even more sadly, those were the only Pokemon I had above level 60. So I deposited all but my Houndoom, Dragonite, and Raichu, and got a team that actually was competent. With a Slowking that was forgotten in the box, and a Vileplume from the good old days of Red. Lastly, I went to go through headbutting trees to try to get a pine cone or a head across. I tried for hours until the game stalled. I screamed because I worked too hard for the game to crash at this point. Suddenly my rage was silent though. The battle music continued, and a Gengar of all things came out of the tree. A shiny one. I was confused but extremely excited. Gengar is one of my favorite Pokemon, and it was a strong Pokemon that would balance out my team. I caught it and looked at it. It knew Curse, Destiny Ball, Nightmare, and Hypnosis. Seemed pretty normal to me, except that its special attack stat was a big ugly glitch block. I didn't think much of it and kept going. As soon as the game's clock ticked over to 8 p.m., though, the game stalled yet again, and a strange text box appeared when it finally ran again. You didn't think about this too much, did you? Time to have some fun. What? I never saw anything like that happen on the game before. I blinked for a minute and pressed A, thinking it might have been just a crazy Easter egg. Oh well, I kept playing and went to the grass to find some Pokemon I didn't have in my Pokédex. A battle started, my trainer sent out Gengar. Wait, I thought I had Sparky. My Raichu in front. I thought I must have absentmindedly switched them around since I usually train newly caught Pokemon right away. I used the combo moves, Hypnosis and Nightmare on the Pokemon to see if it would at all be effective. I regretted it. For whatever reason, when Gengar used Nightmare, the screen turned solid red and a bunch of horrid glitch sounds have happened. Before it turned back to show the Pokemon fainting, my ears were throbbing from the glitch sounds. I was confident that I had just caught a glitch Pokemon. In fear of my data, I checked everything. My saved data, my items, my trainer profile, my Pokegear, my Pokemon. Nothing had changed. Gengar even still had the ugly glitch box stat. Relieved, I shut out the start menu, then another text box happened. That gave you a good scare, didn't it? But it's not the scare I want. Okay, what the hell? Did it just talk to me? My stomach dropped as I read it. But I really wanted to finish Crystal before I played the new games. I kept going, and for a long time of dull battles and catching Pokemon, I went to Mount Silver to catch some other Pokemon. As soon as I finished flying there, through a new text box came up. You haven't forgotten already, have you? That came the yes or no option box. Not knowing what the game was talking about, I hit yes. Oh my, you foolish girl. You'll see around midnight. There was nothing after that. I looked at the clock. It was 11:49. I guess I had about almost 10 minutes to see what was going on here. I kept going as I wanted to at first, and surely enough, as the timer ticked over to 12 a.m., I was greeted by another text box. I have a surprise for you. And with that, the screen turned black, save for the girl sprite that was supposed to be me. I froze, thinking my game screwed over. I mashed buttons and tried to walk out of it. After what seemed like an entirely finally another text box came up. What do you think of the spirit world? Do you like it? Another yes or no came up. I quickly hit no. I didn't know what was going on, but I really didn't like it. I never had once seen a Pokemon game mention the afterlife for, Lava Town. The game answered, "Oh, how unfortunate. It will be your home later. Do you want to go back?" There was yet another yes or no. I quickly hit yes, trembling. Something told me something horrible was at play here. The game answered again. Hold on, I just lost. Okay. Are you sure? I can do that, but you'll have to pay the toll. I warn you, it's a great price. I remember the rocket guard from Lake of Rage after that. I didn't care. Whatever the hell this was could have all my money. I just didn't want to say I hit yes. Once again, it answered, "Alright, foolish, selfish trainer. You were warned." That line gave me the chills. My trainer sprite did the escape rope animation, and then the game stalled. After I was back at the spot I was before this happened. After several seconds, I got the message, "Sparky has fainted." Nervous, I quickly went to check on him. To my horror, Sparky, my beloved Raichu, was missing. I quickly extended the menu to see if I could still find them in the Pokemon Center, but as soon as I did, another text box came up. "Oh, I wouldn't bother with that. Sparky is dead." I growled, both terrified and angry, and hit A. The text box continued. "I took him. It was the toll you owe. You selfish girl, you sacrificed him. You agreed to it now. You'll never get him back." I felt horrible. Whatever was talking to me was right. I did agree to it, nearly to tears and shaking. I pressed A again. "That time you were scared. Admit it." "Oh, but you wait until 3 a.m. What was it talking about this time? What sick trick did it have something waiting for me then? I didn't want to find out, but I felt like I had to do it. I had to get back at what was missing with me. And the only chance I get it is if I encounter it again. I kept playing until 3 a.m. I was exhausted, but I didn't care. Finally, another text box came up. "You were really foolish enough to see. I like you. I have a lesson for you." Then there was a long pause before you learn, let me relieve your friends. After that, I got the same horrid glitch sound and red scream that came with the Gengar's nightmare attack happened, followed by Mystic, my Dragonite has fainted. Visit King, my Slow King has fainted. Sage, my Houndoom has fainted. Plume has faded. I almost felt sick reading all those. I wanted to cry when I checked my team. They were all gone except for that one Gengar, for which for a reason I wish was gone. I exited out the menu cautiously, and it told me more. Wow, it's only 8 minutes. They are better off dead, see? You're no better than him. Him? What? What is this talking about? Why do you have to kill my Pokemon to get this across? Do you know who I am yet? Tell me my name. I thought and put in the name of my rival, Silver. The game just answered no, and made me type it again. The name, this time I typed Giovanni. No. I tried with several trainers, even made up until I tried one thing in my team. Gengar. Took you long enough. The Gengar's overworld sprite appeared beside mine. Now I regretted catching that stupid thing. It messed with me and destroyed the Pokemon I worked so hard on. But Gengar's games weren't done yet. He wasn't done with me. Now that you know, I'll continue. You better know you're no better than him. I'll show you what I mean. The screen did that horrible nightmare animation again, but before turning completely black, when anything reappeared on the screen, it was Pokemon sprite in the middle of the room. Then I got another text box. You no longer have control. I sat confused by the message before I realized I was the Pokemon. I pressed A. The silver sprite walked in the room and stopped to talk to me. Sneeze, are you ready to train? I didn't have any options. I just hit A and watched on. No. Too bad. Come on. With that, Silver dragged my helpless sprite out of the room and into a Pokemon battle with a Pokemon that had much higher level than me. At Rapidash to be exact. Before anything happened, the text read, "You know this can't end well. You tremble in fear." After that, Silver yelled his order to me, and Rapidash attacked first. It was a quick attack, so I survived. I didn't want to, but the attack continued with the following message of, You scream in pain at the attack, but he doesn't care. You can't run away. You're bound by that accursed Pokeball. Silver. Stupid Sneasel, get up now and attack already. You struggle up and try to attack, but it missed. Your master's angry now, you know. I cringed, hoping that would be the end of it, but it didn't. What part of attack don't you understand? If this kills you, then that's your fault. You shouldn't have been worthless. Then Rapidash attacked me again. This time, it was a fire attack, leaving me with only 2 HP. You scream in writhe as you fall to the ground, crying in pain. You just want to get away now. But does your master care? Of course not. Then Rapidash attacked me again. This time, fire. Ugh. Can you be any more useless, idiot? Idiot, attack it now! This time I had landed an attack, but unfortunately Rapidash got the best of me. Sneasel's usual fading sound turned into a sickening screech as the sprite went down. I felt horrified with the insults that the Silver was throwing at me. The same things I yelled at my Pokemon when frustrated at the game. Silver had one more thing to say. Humph, you're worthless and pathetic. I guess I'll just keep doing this until you learn to actually fight. With that, it went back to the overworld where Silver stood for a moment before kicking me over and over again and walking off. Then another text box appeared. You dealt with this for a long time. You don't want it anymore. There is only one thing to do. Then I watched in horror as my Pokemon sprite moved for the water and I kept begging and looking helplessly, hoping it wasn't about to do what I thought it was. But I should have known better. The sprite stopped at the edge before our text box appeared again. The pain and torment will end for good this way. The sprite jumped in the water and disappeared. After several splashing sounds, his screen faded to black again. Eventually, only my sprite and Gengars appeared in the middle of the screen. Gengars turned to me with, "Hehe, I told you this would be your home. But do you see the wrong you're doing? You deserve every bit of this. I'm doing them all a favor by getting rid of the ones like you. Now you get to suffer forever while you think what you did." Then suddenly the screen turned red before it went back to the sprite. When abruptly turned red and spun where it was fast, and the horror glitch sound started, but this time it started in was in a never-ending loop. I turned off the game and started it up, but upon loading my save, my sprite was still stuck in that horror loop. I never continued. I wish I never caught that stupid Gengar. Then I would actually be able to enjoy playing Pokemon still. But I know I realize it all. I am still no better than Silver when playing the game. The game may portray me as a loving hero, but I grind my Pokemon to what should be their past their limits. I see them as nothing bunch of pixels, my tools for my entertainment. I scream at them when they don't work exactly as I plan to. After a while, if they were real, they'd probably be suffering so much, just wanting it all to end. And if it was in death. If you're probably finding a Gengar and Crystal, take my word for it and don't catch it. Whoever knows what lesson has to teach you. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. I will be doing more. So, don't forget to like and subscribe. Merry Christmas.